lads. Let's go through them. The window licker, Stubby. Does anyone want one that they want to take? Pot scraper, bowl licker, the door slammer. I mean, I'm not going to stop. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Table for Four. It's our Christmas holiday issue, and man, it's good to be back. Guys, everyone, see you get the Christmas spirit going. Whoa, Billy's got a bit of a little chest thing, so please excuse him.
No, that was Christmas theme. That was Gremlins.
Was that the Gremlin?
Good job, you creepy ginger.
Oh my gosh.
An all-time great Christmas movie.
Yeah.
We hadn't even, that's unscripted. We just brought that right to us.
Great.
I mean, hey, so first of all, thanks again for the huge response for our Halloween episode. Again, all the shout outs to everyone. We've got a bunch of stuff for you tonight on our Christmas holiday issue. We are going to cover the 13 Yule Lads. We are going to cover Krampus and everything associated with that horrible movie and the Icelandic folklore and also Austrian folklore of Krampus. But boy, that movie was. We'll get to that later. And then again, you've got another one we're going to talk about.
Trapp. Hans Trapp.
Hans Trapp.
Yeah, well, it's French and German, so it's probably Hans Trapp.
Hans Trapp.
Hans Trapp.
Right. Well, I found it fascinating all these different customs that a lot of the Yugoslavian ones, these 13 Yule Lads, each one you could tell were sort of a specific thing that kids did wrong, and they chose a little evil elf to fix it. The window peeper, I think we'll get into, was an obvious one for me.
I don't necessarily think that the kids did that. Each one of them did something mischievous.
And so this was a way to get back at the...
Yeah, not necessarily, the kid was scraping a pot, so here comes pot scraper McGee.
Right.
That involves a little alcohol, probably.
Oh, alcohol?
They're Icelandic. They drank.
Yeah, they drank.
I mean, come on.
Alcohol? How did you?
Alcohol.
We'll attribute that to your sickness.
Alcohol.
Well, again, and I want to shout out to Jen Reed because you beautiful penmanship, and she's got great notes for us. Let's just get right into them. The 13 Yule Lads are 13 sons of Greiner and Leopoldi, which is some sort of freaking leprechaun, I guess. So it's basically a witch and a leprechaun, and they have 13 kids.
Leprechaun.
Yeah. Nate, get us a picture of that. I want to see that right there.
What?
Leprechaun witch. I don't know. I just came up with that. That's a cool band name. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But again, Greiner was a giantess with an appetite for flesh of mischievous children. And Leopoldi was lazy, and he mostly stayed in the cave and basically humped Greiner. So they had a lot of kids, and each one of those kids had a more mischievous name than the next.
Actually, I think they had more than 13 also. So down the bottom.
Let's just get right into the first couple ones. I mean, Sheepcoat Claude. Again, he loved to, specifically harass sheep, impersonate sheep, and he loved to sniff sheep. And that's how that folklore goes.
Scared.
Are we sure that this isn't in Ireland and something else is going on?
No, very Icelandic.
What do you do with the legs?
Oh my gosh, and I don't know if Nate's going to be able to find pictures of each one of these different Yule Lads. But my gosh. All right, next up is the Glee Cork. That's right, the Glee Cork. He is known for hiding in gullies. He waits for opportunities to steal your milk. And
I mean, the milk from your cows, not. My breasts are real sore.
Oh, you little milk stealer. And then of course next comes Stubby. And he, like his name, was abnormally short, and he loved to steal pans that were left on him. And here's a point in the story where you start to get a sense of where these names are created. So again, in a cold Icelandic country, you're going to have food that gets left in pots, put under beds and places like that. And all of a sudden, these foods come up missing, And it's probably a lot of times it's the kids, right? It's the kids that get in there and steal the food. And so they come up with these these devils to gonna scare the kids from doing it. Hey, if you steal that food, the dang pot scraper is gonna get you.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, liquor's on his way.
So each one of these, I see the connection now because the kids were probably the ones that started doing that.
Oh yeah.
So the parents are like, oh, little Timmy or
man.
So now
Hans.
you're coming over to my life,
Oh,
We're
right.
seeing how the Icelandic gentleman got drunk one night and said, "How can we scare these little kids?"
Wait, are you saying you're Icelandic?
That was my best Icelandic voice.
I'm gonna tell Gwendy we're gonna have left her iPad on underneath her covers in her bed, and at night, creeper, come and get you.
Yeah,
because you know what I mean.
They didn't want the kids to stumble upon this creature of mischief. So what they were doing is they were making it, present that no, there's this thing that does the same thing as you. And he ain't very nice.
Right.
I'm going to give you a modern day example. This one won't take but a second. Okay, and this is one that Doris had when she was a kid.
Okay.
Actually, not Doris. It was Christy, my daughter.
There's already holes in your story.
Yeah. You done ruined it.
She's with her grandfather. And her grandfather, couldn't run as quick as naturally. He's a little kid. Because you know how little kids are. If you're a grandparent, they're fast and you're not. Well, she kept going to the tool shed. Kept wanting to get in there for some reason, in this shed. The shed had a metal roof and stuff. So he waited until she got in that shed good. He snuck around the backside. Grabbed a stick. Beat on that wall on this metal tin. Beat on it, made a ruckus. She went high-tailing it back to the house. And he's like, well, as he comes sneaking back around, he says, what's wrong? She's like, I don't know. She come out panicked. She said, oh, you found the booger bears. That's the booger bears.
Booger bears.
It's just bears
It's the
constructed
booger
of your
bears.
old boogers.
Oh my gosh.
And
Nope, that's gonna
this is true. And ever since that day, she never would go to that shed because until she got way older. And because she was afraid of the booger bears. And everybody went along with it. Everybody went along with it.
It seems a lot like snipe hunting.
Well, it's about this time that old Gryla and Lepraldi got a little specific with the naming of their dang lads because Spoon Licker it comes next, and of course, just like his name, he steals and licks the wooden spoons that were left out. Pot Scraper, he steals the leftover pots from the pots left out.
I wonder if that's left over
pots
some
from
cookies.
the pots.
Yeah, of course, the bowl of liquor, again, which is also a great band name, called it, hides under beds waiting for someone to put down their type of bowl with a lid, which he then steals. That obviously is to try to keep the kids away from. And then here's the next one, Door Slammer. And at this point, the studio's lost interest in the franchise, and we aren't doing 13 lads. We're stopping at 7, and forget you, because you've just lost interest with that title. Door Slammer, really?
Yeah, now this is different than the 13 Ghosts, okay? Your favorite movie.
Hey, I like 13 Ghosts.
Well, at least at this point, old Gryla and Lepraldi get the hint, because they get a little better with the names, because Sky Gobbler, or Skeer Gobbler.
Skeer Gobbler.
Right, and she had a great affinity to take the skeer, or the skin on top of the milk, on top of the little milk that was left out, which is nasty. Oh,
Water.
Supposedly
Yeah.
it's really
That's the
good.
cream.
Oh,
That's the cream
Oh,
for
the old
butter.
Sky Gobbler loves that, man.
That's the cream.
Can you just imagine, like, you walking into that room and he's like,
And
white
again,
stuff
That's
just
the best
all over his
part.
face.
again,
That's the best part.
the next one I'm going to leave alone because, again, I was raised as a
hooker?
gentleman. No, the sausage swiper.
Oh, yeah.
And it just says simply, he hides in rafters and snatches sausages that are being smoked.
Oh, that's what happened to mine.
And right after Sausage Swiper is born, guess who comes? That's right, Window Peeper. And he is right there to take a peep in your window. And I don't know what they used for the word peep at that time, but I think we know what.
I hear that's where they got inspiration. Who was
Right.
it? Phil Collins was it Phil Collins or Sting? Who did Every Move You Make?
Every sausage.
Oh, no,
you
Phil
take-
Collins. It was Phil.
No, it was Sting. It was Police.
Okay, yeah. So
That's
Sting.
right.
Yeah, Every Move
Synchronicity
You
album,
Make. Yeah.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Oh, and then of course, old doorway Sniffer is born, and at this point, now the family has just lost all creative control of their naming of the Yule lads.
Mom and Dad got drunk.
He has got an abnormally large nose, and Nate put up a picture and an acute sense of smell, and if he would use it to locate any bread that was left out, so don't do it. And then of course comes Meat Hook. And now this is, I watched the Krampus movie last night with Gwenny, and we just, again, doing some research, getting a feel for our topic. And at some point, the Krampus character used a meat hook in a chimney, and attached to that meat hook there was like a gingerbread. And, of course, the big heavyweight, overweight guy, he sees the gingerbread and he comes stumbling along, and the gingerbread hooks him with it, and he's gonna get pulled through the chimney. So I think they stole Meat Hook, who was the 13th of the 13 lads born. Meat Hook.
Well, we will see I guess a similarity to.
Oh no, excuse me, he's the 12th. There's a 13th left.
Yeah, well,
the Candle Sealer, of course, it finishes out the 13th.
Oh yeah.
And at that point, old Leper Cootie, he gets a vasectomy, and no more lads.
No.
I'm sure that's
Supposedly there are a whole lot more.
Oh,
but
the Candle Stealer, he doesn't steal candles. Oh no. At this point, his mother loves the taste of children, and so he follows children and steals them.
So he's a creeper like the window people.
That is exactly right.
you know what's
All
really
right.
funny?
Wander the lines of like, what's that show, Norman?
Oh,
Norman?
well, I don't.
Psycho.
You're talking about like Bates.
Yeah.
No. What's funny is they realized that this was all just one person. He just put on like a fake mustache and glasses.
It's Chauvin again. It's cool.
Mike Myers, you know what I mean?
No, I just
all
don't
his
want to get
characters.
You gotta remember, when this time was going on, this was way back in the day when this tale was told, because it was a poem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Originally. So they had to use creative ways to make kids not do things, or to make them, beat the snot out of them, and then be like, okay, we beat you this many times, it's not working, so we're going to try to scare it out of you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Anyway, again, that's what they were
It's
used
interesting,
for.
though.
It is.
But
it
like
is.
I was saying, is you're gonna see that in the majority of these, there's gonna be similarities, and the biggest thing. Now, I'm not saying of you who believe that these are all complete true. I'm not saying don't believe in it, but I believe that these were all made up to scare little kids to
That's
behave.
right. That's right.
Especially when
and
it
even
comes
Billy
to
and I were talking earlier, and let's make clear. Maybe we should have made clear at the beginning of this, because Christmas ultimately, how it's celebrated here, is a Christian holiday, and we're not trying to step on that, step around that, step through that. We're just talking about what Table for Four covers, which is the weird, the unique, and the kind of you know what I mean. Yeah. And so we're telling some of these stories, and I think they're cool and unique. Now, again, in these Icelandic ones, you can see where they were used as parenting tools, and it's kind of adorable. Oh my God, really? You got a door sniffer? Yeah, because the dang kids leaving the bread out, and so we've got to figure a way. Okay, that's every year they probably had a different nominee. Hey, can we get a boot smeller? Yeah, my kid's boots smell horrible, and if he leaves them out, okay, yep, sure, it's gonna be a new one. So I like that.
Yeah. Now, to all you kids watching, Santa Claus is real. So
Please.
we're not. If someone ever tells you that he's not, he is real. He's. What was it? I think it was said before. He's that creepy guy that's in your closet watching you while you sleep.
That's right. Again, he's whoever you're making. But speaking of him, again, let's might as well go to the big pink elephant in the room, Krampus. I've heard this tale before. I've heard the anti-Santa.
So, I watched the
Krampus and the idea is the anti-Santa Claus.
I couldn't really get into
and
it.
He had a Scandinavian origin, and he was used as when kids or even communities, kids or children had lost the Christmas spirit. And in the movie, that's kind of brought up that this town and that this family in particular has lost their Christmas spirit. It has become more about picking what they want to have at Christmas, making it, and not remembering some of the simple things and doing things for family. And, and in particular, this one young boy, he wants to write a letter to Santa Claus. And his older cousins come and they see that he's got a letter for Santa Claus, and they start making fun of him. and he gets made fun of, and then they take the letter from him, and then they read it at the table, and it's all really sweet stuff about each person. And so, but at that moment, Krampus comes, and the dark clouds sweep in, and it's like, cue the monster. And so then they've got to fight this basically half goat, half demon, hooved creature that goes and terrorizes the town. And he looks kind of like Santa Claus, but he also looks like again, a half goat creature. At one point, he has this huge hook, and he just wreaks havoc. Again, Toni Collette, Adam Scott. The movie's got really good actors, and it just didn't. I didn't get it. It wasn't a good movie.
If you want to watch research material, I would have to say American Dad probably did much better with Krampus than that movie did.
Oh.
But yeah, do not watch that movie for informational purposes.
Right.
Just do the research, look it up, just like we did, or he did. I mean, I've done that before, but Krampus is,
there was some really cool effects. They had some gingerbread creatures that came, and they were like his little minions. And there was a
gingerbread minions.
Oh my God, gingerbread minions.
So they took Shrek's friends.
And so and so those parts were kind of cool. We watched the whole
I didn't
movie.
even make it to that.
There was
a turn it.
Oh my gosh! There was a wind-up toy, Jack in the Box, and when you wind him up, and he came out, and he was like, and he had huge teeth. It was super special effects, but. Yeah.
No, see, even with bad... So you watched 13 Ghosts all the way through, and you love that movie.
I really
But you won't watch a B movie like Krampus all the way through?
I just don't have that kind of attention span.
In 13 Ghosts, you watched all the way through.
Yeah.
You thought that was quality entertainment?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Still to this day, that is such a horrible movie.
I did.
But, no. And
I love Avatar, too. I'm waiting for the next one to come out.
With the Airbender?
Please hurry.
No, Avatar.
yeah, that's
Seriously,
Avatar.
please don't tell them the Airbender, because that movie
I like Airbender, too.
But the show was great. Okay,
The show was awesome.
Back onto this. Okay,
I'm talking Avatar, the flying bird
Yes, I know.
dude.
Okay, back to what he's talking about, where it's half goat. Now this is deep within Christianity. Really,
That goes
anywhere.
into what I was talking about.
Yeah.
You want me to just go ahead?
Well, hold on.
We might as well parallel to that.
It'll parallel.
But yeah, I mean, the goat is seen as a demonic creature. So all of you who own goats,
What is this that stands
Well,
before
I'm
me?
gonna tell you this. Santa is an anagram for Satan.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna go into that? Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, Well, are we done with Krampus?
No, this sort of goes into that.
Okay, so go ahead.
So, a lot of people believe, or a lot of people think, like that Santa Clauses have been overtaken and it's Satan because it's got away from the roots of what Christmas really is. At the end of the day, Christmas is the birth of Christ, is what you're celebrating. Even though he's not born on that day per se, you're celebrating his birth.
Absolutely.
And,
that's the day we've chosen to use that. And so you're right.
So, but a lot of people believe that with Christmas the way it is now, that it has been overtaken by Satan. And, some of that,
Don't you
some
mean
people believe with Catholicism.
Satan? Sorry.
Yeah.
It's Satan.
Satan, whatever. So, they've changed, basically they feel like he's changed the Christmas itself from an actual celebration of the family and the birth of Christ and going through the manger and everything to, hey, there's a hot deal at Target.
Right.
There's a TV. I can get a 55-inch smart TV, and it's got everything I need, and it's $197 if it's a Black Friday deal.
Even the movie
Well,
Krampus, that it opens with there's a big sale at the Black Friday, and they show the
Right.
people crawling over each other. They show the people getting zapped with tasers, and they make that point, and I think we all get that too, and that's important to remember, and sometimes it's important to remember, but I still don't fault the holiday for that. I still don't fault the time that even the when you get together with your crazy old aunt that you don't really get to see at Christmas, it's still nice to see him at Christmas.
Well, yes, but
It's still, you know what I mean? It's still...
And it's kind of,
right.
it's kind of wild because, not
Aunt Sally.
everybody
Hi, Aunt
believes
Cindy.
that, but some people believe that the holiday has been taken over by Satan.
well, no, it's been commercialized just like all of.
What do you mean commercialized?
That's what it is.
It's like Halloween. It's rock solid.
Wait, do they have
Yeah.
they have
It's-
Star Wars themed shirts and sweaters? Is that what you mean by taking
really.
over?
Well,
It's not like it's a comic thing.
Well, this is where I join in with him. The few times that I actually will.
Children's show.
Sorry. I'm just saying. I just wanted to show off the shirt that you brought.
Yes, it says Elf, I am not, and it's Yoda for all you
Elf, I am
youngsters.
Yoda.
Not Baby Yoda. This is
mine's
the
a Yoda.
original
Yoda.
Yoda.
Original Yoda.
Mine is a Yeti for everybody.
There it
In case
is.
you don't know, that is a Yeti.
Mine's a plain shirt.
Yep. But what we're getting at is, it has turned into something that, okay, it started off as, something simple, as far as believing a certain religion and going on with that. Now it's turned into, hey, how many presents can I get underneath the tree? And now kids are like, gimme.
That's
So
right.
I mean, it's something completely different. And I mean, we don't fault, people making a buck. But
And
I
even
mean,
more subtle than that. Again,
But
I think
some of the movies are awesome.
both my girls
Yes.
aren't at all like that. Like gimme. Both of them, when every year we ask what they want. Like for example, this year, I know our oldest said, "Well, you guys just give me some money, and that way I can just do that." And I was like, "I understand that, and that how that makes it okay. Well, then that way they can get what they want, whatever." But now you've just lost the whole point. The whole point is to get them some unique gifts. Something
Right.
there has to be an element of surprise to it. It shouldn't be tailor-made. It shouldn't be a gift card because it's all about kind of like, hey, I know you like this kind of
Let
style.
me get this straight just so I'm clear.
Yeah.
I shouldn't give my wife my debit card and tell her to go buy her Christmas present.
No, I mean, I think with our spouses,
That would be a
it's
big
a little
mistake.
different. But at least with my kids, we're still going to get them presents. We're going to wrap them. I know that I told Mikey, I said, I know we can go into one store in particular. Hopefully this doesn't, my daughter's not going to watch this, so we're not to worry about it. Like, I know I can go into Earthbound Trading Company and get something for Angel. Anything that they got there, she's going to love. She's going to be in that style.
Doris likes shopping there.
You know what I mean? And so I know we can walk into GameStop
like
and
going
get
to
Wendy stuff for her
Earthbound.
Nintendo. And so
got
it's still
the
a
little
new
bowl
gift for
thing
her.
with the ringer.
But she doesn't know, and it's not intended, and it's not like, oh, I know what this is.
Actually, do they
There's
have
still
the
an
mortar
element
and
of a
pestle
surprise
thing?
gift, right?
Which one?
Well,
And
yeah.
you've got two girls,
the-
and so you know what I mean.
Well,
The
mine
bowl
are at the complete
smash-
different
smashes
end
up
of that.
with-
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
They got them there.
they have turned it into
They
what
are. This is
everyone's-
what they
yes.
want.
Gimme.
This is what they want.
And that's not necessarily their fault. I mean, it's
not.
partially
It's
mine
not.
because I want to spoil my girls. But
Don't we all? Don't we all?
but I remember even me as a kid. I kind of feel bad about it now, but I mean, hell, what was it? Our parents would give us a certain amount of money to buy our. I've got two sisters, so they would give us money to get our sisters gifts.
Of course.
So I would go and I would pick out what I wanted, and I would get that awesome stuff, and then I would go to the dollar store to get their gifts. And I mean, I feel bad about it now, and like I would find new
No, because
ways.
you've been honest, and I hope they listen, and they should.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I mean, and I would find new ways. Like it would be like some little
No,
small
of course,
gift.
of course.
And I would be like, okay, well, I don't want to give the fact that this thing was bought at the dollar store.
Right.
So I'd like go into the garage and put my dad's tools in a box.
Right.
And then put a box within a box, and then boxception, I guess you could call it. But I'd keep filling it up with all this stuff. I would pick up rocks and put them in there. So it'd try to hide the fact that it was a cheap little pencil.
Right.
But yeah, like I said,
And the
I
only
feel
one
bad
who
about
didn't know it was a cheap little pencil was you?
No, I knew it was a cheap little pencil because I'm like, hell, I got all the stuff I wanted before Christmas with
Yeah.
this money that I was given, and
Well, man,
it is-
so
Krampus would have wore my ass out because I was a bad little demon kid.
right.
And he, oh no,
Man.
yeah. I would have been cut open, one of the ones that we're going to hear about. But I would have been cut open, and my intestines would have been ripped out, and straw and
Well, I'm sure if you guys were
stones,
looking at all this
garbage.
Yule stuff, along with the Yule lads, of course, you come across the dang Yule cat, or
Oh, yeah.
Or known as the
The man coon
pronounce
gone
that?
wild.
Ah, crap. Remember we said that we weren't going to miss...
Jakaturan.
Yolakatura?
Jakaturan.
Jockaturin.
They said Jaka.
For all those that know we're wrong,
Put it up
yes,
here
we
on
know
the
we're
board.
wrong.
Jakaturan.
He'll even put on there how to pronounce it because
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
I'm
I
gonna need
ain't
some
got a clue.
graphics for that.
I'll put the name up there, though.
But really, what the fans want to
But
hear,
basically-
what the people want to hear.
basically, it was a way to get to get the kids to do their work. Because if there was a tradition in Iceland where you got your work done during Christmas, you got new clothes. If you didn't get new clothes, this cat would come and eat you alive.
And you say cat because it's the Yule.
I'm talking
Yule
about like
cat.
saber-tooth size.
No. See, what would be even more terrifying if it was like a normal domestic like house cat, and it's just like sitting there taking chunks, and you're like, there's nothing I can do about it. Like you kick it away and it comes back.
Is it like a liger?
Oh.
No, the picture I found was like more like a Black Panther.
Awesome.
Kind of that
be
color,
cooler
so
if
it
it
could
was a
sneak
liger.
around at
God,
night.
why didn't they make a movie about that? Like the kid's like
know.
in bed, and all of a sudden like the closet door opens up, and then you just see like big
and
yellow
then a kitten
eyes.
comes out.
I'll get off my toe. Oh, I lost the toe.
My cat was attacking my feet today.
But as long as you had
He's a Yule cat.
as long as you had one article of new clothing, you were fine.
Okay.
Because that meant the lazy kids didn't have any new
I knew
clothes.
it. I should have brought them underwear earlier.
And there was one poem actually encouraging kids to help the needy too, so that they wouldn't get ate up by the cat.
So
They
the
would have
Iceland has a Salvation Army too.
Yeah,
Shout out
Man.
for that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
can
what happens
imagine.
if-
I'd hear that cat. I'd be like, poop myself or something.
I'm sure that was part of the Yule cat's charm.
You ain't gonna want
What
to
is
eat me
that?
now.
Oh, I stepped into Mule Cat.
now.
Dookie.
Is
Well,
there
here you go.
is there anything
Here's
else
the-
any of y'all want to add to
Oh,
this?
look at that. Please post that picture.
mean,
Yeah.
Here.
Well, no, I mean,
What do you got?
Han, what are you gonna go into? You
No,
got
nothing. I
yours?
already got that's about all I got.
Wow, yours was lame this time.
Yeah, mine is. I mean,
You know what? Hey,
We're happy to have you,
listen,
bro.
I
Look, I love it.
You all know
love
that
it.
I don't feel good.
I am one
That's
to tell
right.
the
Two,
truth.
You're
I want
here.
to do a dark state.
Yeah, well, that's maybe we're going to, again,
deep
we
dark
want to
state.
hear from you
Deep
people out
dark
there.
state, whatever.
What did you guys like to hear us do next? Last time people were still looking for comments. I know we're not done. We're done. We got Hans Trop coming
Yeah,
up.
we're okay.
He's
Okay.
pushy.
Sorry.
I'm pushy.
You're
No,
right.
no. But
I-
yes, what he's talking about is yes.
Hans?
No, we're going back to what he was saying.
What's he saying?
I was talking about getting people to hear what they want us to do.
Yes.
Oh,
so,
okay.
It'd be nice to
So
hear.
please don't think someone's gonna read this and think I'm
Mike
I'm a
doesn't love
complete
us.
idiot. Yes, and tell your friends. But
do you
this
want
comes
some?
at the end. But
Been
yeah,
eating the crap
we're
out of
we're on
I
to
totally forgot to call my dad.
Hans. Wow,
Yeah, sorry. Just
Gosh.
realized it.
Hans
Krampus
Trapp.
is coming for you.
Hans
Tra-
Trapp.
Krampus. Okay, now it's time to get serious. So,
Okay, here we go. Hold on.
oh, there. Oh, no,
Sorry, sir.
That isn't serious.
Don't point that at me.
There we go. Bring it back.
Hang it.
Bring it back.
Yeah, my
Back,
head is
back.
like way too fat
Look at our.
It's
All
good
of our
you
heads are
acknowledge
way
that.
too
for
fat.
for
What are you
all
talking
that
about?
for all the brain.
Look at the
that's in
Superman
there.
hat I got on. My head's so fat, the Superman hat's stretching.
All right,
Being
so
honest.
on Hans Trapp, French German.
I just gonna have to go there. Sorry.
He's locked up in cough medicine right now.
Oh, is that what he is? Okay, so all right, so French German.
Cough medicine, ham chunks.
That's,
Either one of them are French
why
or
did you?
German.
That was a great freaking band name.
Ham chunks.
And cough drops. Is that what you
Cough
said?
medicine.
Cough medicine. There we go.
Sounds like a song like
Sounds like
cough
a
medicine,
disgusting
ham
combination.
chunks, and
On a Saturday night.
All right, so Hans Trapp, this originated French/German. He was a wealthy man, but evil and greedy.
Ooh.
Excommunicated from the Catholic Church
He's gone.
He's Scrooge.
and sold his soul to Satan.
Oh.
Exiled to the forest.
Wait, you didn't get a guitar?
Hold on. Stop. I got a
Where's the
question.
guitar?
Yes.
Everyone knows.
You don't find this a
soul
little
guitar.
shady?
What?
He's excommunicated from the Catholic Church, and all of a sudden he sold his soul to Satan? You don't think there's a little work there going on? Like the Catholic Church didn't say, he's excommunicated. Let's say he's connected to Satan now.
Right.
So maybe this is a nice guy who's just being, what do you call that?
Wait till I get to the rest of it. So,
This could be fallacy. They could be lying about Mr. Trapp. He could be a nice German boy.
Right.
Do you like the nuts?
Right. Maybe his name. Maybe his name is not just a weird Star Wars reference.
I don't know.
It's a trap.
Admiral Akbar. All right. So, exiled to the forest, dresses as a sauce. Yeah. So he preys on children.
You're talking about us reading?
Yeah. I
Were you going to say he dresses as a sausage?
I thought I was going to say sausage.
Sauce-
For sure.
I did too.
Is he a
sauce
cross-dresser?
clow. Sauce. I don't know.
I was really hoping
Legend-
for sausage.
I'm hoping for sausage.
I just thought it'd be
Yeah,
cool.
just the kids
German
walking.
guy walking through the woods dressed up as sausage.
No,
going,
he's just-
I'm here to eat you.
It's just all like this, and kids walking in the forest. It's like, oh, that's a little strange. A big old sausage is just standing there amongst the trees.
Why is he trying to eat
And,
me?
and then they walk a little bit, and then the sausage keeps getting closer and closer. No, what was that movie? Dreamcatcher, with that big old monster or the big old alien. Just, I mean, he kinda looked like a sausage.
Yeah.
But yes,
That was a good monster at the end of that. Let's find a picture of that, man.
yeah, that movie was good. That was a really good movie. But legend says one day he was about to eat a small boy when God killed him with a bolt of lightning. Holy crap! However, he can't eat what?
I'm just thinking of all the
I know
different ways
somebody-
that God could
I
kill
got a
someone.
personal- I got a
mean,
friend.
man, dude, I like
who
how.
got struck by lightning.
Hold on,
and
hold on, hold
lived.
on, hold on. Son, Jesus. Watch.
What's the shot?
No, that's. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Up. What? 2 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, he
Yeah,
still
2 minutes.
hasn't made it
Yeah.
yet.
One
no, 2 minutes.
1,000, two 1,000.
And a lot of people ask, yeah, you know how far we are away.
Yeah, eternity.
Right.
You know.
Oh,
They're
God.
at least 28 years.
Oh, God.
But supposedly,
Jesus, where'd you get that? Did they have that at the pearly gates?
It's Amazon.
Oh. Good to know that.
Amazon Angel.
Good to know they're up here. Good to know they're up here. Drone delivery?
Yeah, drone delivery.
Nice, wonderful.
Yeah.
all right. So back to what I was
Back
saying.
to your story.
So
Is it
supposedly
illegal to shoot a
God
drone
could.
down?
What?
Is it illegal to shoot a drone down?
No. What happens if it's a drone shooting a person down?
God does it.
I'm just asking.
Okay, so
Well, I mean-
if it's in a non-fly zone. But back to what I was saying. So supposedly he couldn't kill him, and now he roams the earth. I'm guessing that was probably a deal with the devil. I don't know who trumps who. Devil, God, I don't know. Are they equal
God
now?
wins by far.
Well, apparently not. If this guy's still roaming the earth,
Like I said, it's a fallacy.
there's a flaw.
It's got to be. I mean, it was created from the beginning, and it's just.
All right.
Just
So,
saying.
however, he and he roams the earth now. It was said he teamed up with Saint Nicholas to try to persuade naughty children to mend their ways. Origins are late 15th century. What?
So he's trying to make them be good.
Yes.
Yes.
Saint-
So it
Saint-
kind
Him
of
and
goes
Saint Nick
along
got
with,
back together, yeah.
And then we're going back to Saint
Going back,
Santa.
get back together.
Oh, wow. So
What's
that's
up, Miss Claus?
he is a cross-dresser. Okay.
It's a holla back clause. Holla back clause.
Gonna get back.
Wow.
Holla back.
Yeah. Well, awesome, man.
So, yeah, I mean, those are the biggest things of that.
You know, and I think there were a bunch too. Again, that we were
Yes.
watching. You know that some of those ones that we didn't get to cover.
There's a bunch
Oh,
out
gosh.
there. There's so much out there. And to me, a lot of it is just like scare tactics and just folklore that was created to do things. Some of it, I think, is a lot of it, I think, is basically like to make kids behave.
Right.
Well,
Honestly, it's
right.
just to make kids behave.
Hey, remember this is for a good. You know, yeah.
And some of it has some deep state stuff, but I
oh,
mean,
jeez, not.
I'm just saying a lot of it's just going to be for kids acting up.
Well, listen again for everyone out there. Have a wonderful holiday season. We'll be
Happy
back
Christmas,
in 2020.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Back in
Uh-oh.
2020.
Happy-
Bringing it.
Hey,
Kwanzaa.
listen, I want y'all,
Kilos
you all, to come up with a great New Year's Eve episode. Shoot it to us as fast as you can. We'll read them Read the comments.
Do we want to do a New Year's Eve episode?
Hell yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Happy New Year. I mean, we
Bring
could
it
have
in. 2020, a new decade. Brand new decade, starting
Yeah.
it fresh.
Yeah,
2020.
This is the year the table for four blows up. Yeah, all four of us just sitting here.
You know what we could do? I wish
Insert
we could go
bad Nate
live.
graphic here.
Go live.
Good Nate graphic.
wish-
How
Way we
dare
go
you
live.
call my graphic?
No, a bad one. Not a good one. When
Because
you're
if we
good
went
ones,
live, we could do
won't. Good ones.
predictions.
It could be Michael Bay
What,
worthy.
like
That's
a
what I
Collins?
mean. We don't want a good
Yeah.
one like that. We want a bad one.
It'd be nice to do call-in
Do that
predictions.
as cheesy.
Eventually we will
Okay.
get live and have call-ins and everything.
We'd
Help,
have a top
help
100
us get big
predictions.
so we can do all that.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
that's
we'd like, come on, folks.
well, that's like in
subscribe.
3 weeks, so we're getting back together. So we'll see you all for the New Year's Eve episode.
Yes.
Again, leave your comments. Our new talk. What do you want to see in 2020? What you'd like us to investigate, get into? We're talking about doing our little road trip to
Yes.
to old Hellier.
Where?
Ooh, Hellier, the
Oh,
Hellier Goblin.
Remember the Hellier Goblin?
I don't remember.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
I just totally,
Watch that.
Gosh.
totally blew my
It was
mind.
our own episode.
So
It
so
will
hey,
blow your mind. Yes.
so help
Alright.
us entertain you. Give us some ideas and spread the word.
Wait. And Paul, I'm not getting bear traps. Not going to happen.
Can I ask what's up with the bear traps?
He wants us to walk on bear traps.
Not gonna happen.
Oh,
For
and yes,
your
hey,
editing.
hey, for you all
For
that
the losers table. Sorry.
that you watch the losers table. Don't worry, we're gonna have some more Cuphead and some others, and
Cuphead
also
2020
go
coming
ahead
at you.
and put in some comments for that too. We are not walking on bear traps. We've got a couple ideas floating
How about
around.
mice traps?
Or
I was
lava.
thinking like
we
hot
will.
coals.
No.
Okay.
How about
glass?
How
how
about
about
Coals. No bear
Why not hot
traps.
coals?
Yeah, the hot peppers. We're probably gonna revisit that long.
Hot
from now,
coals are
but-
supposed to be mind over matter, so I mean.
how about like those
we could
little
watch it on it, won't matter.
those little balls that have all the little stickers on them?
What?
Okay, that's very specific.
Yeah,
I know, but you know what
I
I'm talking
got
about?
those at my house.
Do you? Because you can bring those
Yeah.
on crazy hard, but not too hard.
Them are pretty hard.
You know what I'm
Talking
talking
about the
about?
sweet gumball thing.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
those we come.
Yeah, they like stick in your feet.
Yeah.
Oh, but not to do so.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes,
kind of like a cactus. Let's go walk on a cactus.
Yeah.
man, there's gonna be some crazy editing going on here.
Yeah, I
Mind
hope
you,
so. Again, there's
Me and Jones come up with these wonderful
we just
ideas, but
listen-
neither
we
one
just
of us are
listen.
going to do
Yeah.
it.
No. All right.
We will see everyone next time on Table for Four. Shout out to
McLovin.
Of the Superbad movie. That was awesome.
Hey, and if you're a big corporation, you stumble upon our show and want to be a sponsor, hey, send us a shout out. We will not change our content for you though. So.
Hey, if you're not a big
But we
corporation
will include
and you
yours.
stumble upon our show and you're offended, I apologize.
Yes, we'll give you-
Please,
I
I
clearly do not
apologize.
apologize. I don't think apologies are
No,
necessary.
we're gonna have to do a blanket apology. Hey, listen, if you watch this in the future,
There might be like an
Yes.
indie band out there called the Yule Lads, and I apologize to them. I
yeah,
don't want them to be.
What
the
about
drummer.
pot lickers?
yeah, no, that's the drummer's name, pot liquor.
Oh, pot
What's
liquor on the
the
bass
bass guitar?
Yes, spoon liquor
All right.
on bass. Right, well, next time on the losers table.
Dun, 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 dun. We're out.
No, you can't do that. That's
Dun,
McDonald's.
dun, dun, dun. Sorry. Edit that out. Then.
Wow.
What is that? You were loving it?
You were loving it that much, huh?
Hey, listen, this magic just comes and goes, okay? I can't
Listen.
tell you how it goes.
Where'd my
yes,
mic
I
go?
watch TV like everybody else.
Put
And
that
so-
Big Mouth, Big Mac in my mouth. Put that Big Mouth
No,
in my
you're
Mac.
saying the brand. I didn't even say anything.
McLovin.
I hummed a little tune.
McLovin.
You're actually
Have
saying
McRib?